a bit. But welcome YouTube back as well to your next installment in Okayunyumu. Just on the stream, Okayu is at her school as our sister, so let's see what mischief she gets us into. What's the point? You showed up anyway. Besides, I know how lonely it gets being alone in an empty house. After I lost my parents, even a single day felt like an eternity. Fortunately, after my grandmother took me in, I got used to spending time alone. So you can come to school, just don't cause any trouble, alright? Can you promise me that?
約束する。その代わり、いざとなったら僕を助けに来てよ。トラブルってこっちが何もしなくても起こるものだしさ。
Yeah, we know this. That's putting it lightly, but okay, you avoid any incidents and I'll be there if you ever need me. We got a deal?
なんなら指切りでもする？
Okay, shoots her right pinky finger toward me. No way, that's for little kids.
普通の人はしないかもだけど、兄弟ならするかもよ。
Absolutely not, I think. I'm an only child, so I can't say for sure. No. Hell no, I never did it with my brother. I just tell him to fuck off. Sensing my uncertainty, Okayu leans in
この
closer.
程度のことで恥ずかしがってたら、他の人に疑われちゃうよ。二人は本当に兄弟なのって。トラブルを避けるためには、素直に指切りしておいた方がいいと思うよ。
Or you could just drop it.
まあ。そんなこと言わず。ね、お願い。
I know she's just stringing me along, but I can't say no to that smile. Fine. Loud, exaggerated sigh and scratch my head in mock frustration. Without meeting Okayu's gaze, I extend my pinky finger. Here, happy now?
じゃあこうやって絡めて。
Her dainty pinky finger laces around mine. Our hands have brushed against each other before, but for the first time, I noticed how soft her skin is.
じゃ、いくよ。指切り玄満、嘘ついたら僕の毛のます。指切った。
That's not how that goes. Wait, what? That's disgusting.
罰がないと指切りする意味ないでしょ。
I forgot Okayu enjoys batsus. Then shouldn't you have a punishment too?
おっと、そろそろ休み時間終わっちゃう。じゃ、また放課後にね。
What? Okayu. She slips right past me, disappearing down the hallway in the blink of an eye. Even though she's human, she's as nimble as a cat. Ah, crap. I forgot to eat lunch. Panicking, I rush over to the school store and buy whatever's left. An armful of sweet buns. I managed to get through the rest of the day running on nothing but sugar and sheer willpower. I do that every day. As the sun starts to set, the sky takes on an amber tone. I drag my exhausted body into the hallway to find Okayu already waiting for me. Again, tongue-tied. What?
お疲れ様です。お兄ちゃん、荷物持ちましょうか？それとも喉が渇きましたか？ジュース買ってありますよ。
Who are you? I was so shocked I ended up stuttering out my question. I mean, she looks like a Okayu, but she talks and acts nothing like the cat girl I know.
おかしなお兄ちゃんですね。妹の顔忘れてしまいましたか？さあ、帰りましょう、お兄ちゃん。
Frog and Okayu swipes the bag out of my hands. Just then, a girl from my class, having witnessed the whole exchange, speaks up.
相変わらず仲いいわね。けど、妹に荷物持たせるなんて、兄としてどうなの？
It's not like that.
どうか兄を責めないでください。私が好きでやっていることですから。いつも兄には助けてもらっているので、荷物を持つぐらいへっちゃらです。
おかゆちゃんはけなげでいい子ね。うちの妹に欲しいくらい。
The gazing at Okayu with pure admiration, my classmate suddenly shoots a sharp glance at me.
おかゆちゃんのこと絶対に泣かせちゃダメよ。いい
Damn! Got it. Overwhelmed, I nod dumbly in response.
では、私たちはこれで失礼します。
With a polite bow, Okayu turns and heads for the shoe lockers. Still flustered, I rush after her. Hey, Okayu, seriously, what's going on? Did you eat something you found on the ground?
失礼な。そんなことしないよ。おっと、つい素が出ちゃった。まあ、誰も聞いてないからいいか。お昼に言ったでしょ。おしとやかな妹が好みだって。だから、ちょっと演じてみた。嬉しかったでしょう。
Not even a little bit. I say exactly what I'm thinking, leading Okayu to puff out her cheeks in
ブー
protest.
ブー。せっかく頑張ったのに。
Shh!
あ、でも、嫌じゃなかったよね。
I guess it was a refreshing change of
じ
pace.
ゃあ、学校にいる間は続けてみようかな。慣れてきたら良さがわかるかもしれないし。
That's not outside the realm of possibility. The moment I respond, I realize that I'm actually looking forward to Okayu's antics. What's she going to do next? How will she catch me off guard? I start feeling like I have something to look forward to. What the hell am I thinking? Should be annoyed that she won't stop messing with me. At this rate, it's almost like I have feelings for her. I shake my head before I can finish that thought. Nope, not going there. She's a cat for crying out loud.
あ、そういえば、君はここまでどうやって来てるの？家からだとだいぶ距離あるよね。
I ride my bike. Wait, don't tell me you walked all the way here.
うん。いやー、遠かった。途中で何度も帰ろうかと思ったよ。帰りも歩きはしんどいな。チロ、チロ。
Okay, shoots me the most obvious look. I sigh dramatically, already knowing where this is heading. Yeah, fine, I'll give you a ride.
ラッキー、ありがとう。
I skips down the hallway. Her tail, something only I could see, swishes happily behind her. Yeah, I don't want to know how that works. Because I've never seen Okayu in her
座っ
outfits.
てるだけで移動できるなんて楽でいいね。景色がどんどんと後ろに流れていくよ。
Yeah, and who's pedaling to make that happen, huh? I tense up my legs and press down harder on the pedals. The dirt path is full of bumps, so I maintain a firm grip on the handlebars to avoid losing control.
ごめんね。重いかな。
Not at all. If anything, I'm surprised by how light you are.
よかった。君が料理上手だから食べ過ぎてないか心配だったんだ。
You're free to take on kitchen duty whenever you want, you know. No. No.
はは。まあ、そのうちね。そのうち。
Okayu can handle most things effortlessly, but for some reason cooking seems to elude her. Yeah, no, you don't let Okayu cook. Come mealtime, we usually settle for whatever I can whip up, or we snack on side dishes from the grocery store. Anything in particular you want to eat tonight?
まだ卵味噌あったっけ？
You really love that stuff, huh? I can make some more. For clarity, egg miso is a simple dish where you scramble eggs seasoned with miso. Okayu loves it so much, I've been making it almost every day.
あとはおにぎりとお味噌汁と煮魚とか具材とか細かい内容は任せていいかな
Fine by me, but we're out of fish, gotta stop by the store.
はーいゴーゴー
Her cheerful voice rings out behind me. As I pedal, she starts humming a tune.
猫かぶりなにゃ猫かぶりなにゃちょっと臆病な君が好き猫かぶりなにゃ猫かぶりなにゃ取り繕ってる僕が好き
Someone's in a good mood. Something good happen?
さあなんだろうね
She murmurs before wrapping her arms around my waist. Our wrapped bodies naturally come in contact, and through the fabric of her clothes, I can feel her heartbeat. Okayu, what are you doing?
なんとなくそれにこっちの方がバランス取りやすいでしょ
No, it's not. Well, she's not wrong, but the soft sensation pressing against my back is making it very hard to focus. Yeah? Unable to turn around my current situation, I can only imagine what kind of expression she's making right now.
ほらほら前向いてしっかりこがないと危ないよ
I nod silently, forcing myself to focus on the road ahead and maintain a steady grip on the handlebars. Around us, the eating cicadas sing their chorus, and the sun sinks lower in the sky.
ずっとこのままならいいのにね
I think so too, but I remain silent. Instead, I continue to pedal forward, hoping that this ride home could last even a second longer. After 10 minutes or so, we finally arrived at the supermarket attached to the shopping mall. It's got everything from vegetables and meat to pre-made meals. We'd be lost without this place. We'll need fish, of course, along with eggs, veggies, and...
君が好きなものも買いなよ明日のお弁当のおかずとかさ
I'll pack a lunch. I got time for the food. I'd rather spend it sleeping. That's why I always buy bread at the school store. It's not the most filling, but I can't complain.
そうなんだ
Okayu strokes her chin deep in
ちな
thought.
みにだけどお昼は何食べてもいいって言われたら何を食べたい
Curry, I guess. It always perks me up.
なるほどなるほど
Why she say that twice?
じゃあ今日は煮魚でいいからさ明日はカレーにしようよついでに材料も今日買っちゃうどうかな
I like okay suggestion. Oh yes, and start tossing vegetables along with a cut of chicken into the cart. Hey Okayu, grab that green box over there, the one that says super delicious curry on it.
はーいあ箱の裏にカレーの作り方が書いてるんだねなるほどこれを読めば僕でも
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I have a bad feeling about this. Kay stares at the box like it's administering an eye exam. What's the matter? First time seeing how curry is made?
ああうんほら猫は料理しないからさこんな感じで作ってるんだって勉強になるちなみにさ材料を一口大に切るって書いてあったけどどのくらいの大きさなの
Small enough to eat in one bite. There's no exact measurement. Well, no, because each person has a different sized mouth.
ふむふむこの少々っていうのは
A dash is just like a pinch. It means just a tiny bit. But there's no exact measurement. You gotta trust your gut.
料理 難しすぎない？
It's all about practice. Besides, you have to try pretty hard to mess up curry.
ふーん、そうなんだ。
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I take the box of curry from Okayu and toss it into our cart. With our shopping done, we hop on my bike and ride home together. Next morning, I get ready to leave around the same time as yesterday. I'm leaving now. Are you going to visit my school
気
again?
が向いたらそうする。
Alright, be careful of heat stroke if you decide to go. It's summer after all.
はーい。いってらっしゃい。
Okay, waves me off to school. I give her a quick wave before leaving the house and getting on my bike.
おかゆにゅーむ。
Great.
だね。よし。
And of course, my cat wants to jump in my lap. Okay, takes the curry roll she bought yesterday out of the cupboard.
この箱の通りに作れば失敗しないはず。
I have a bad feeling about this.
お昼休みまで2時間ちょっとあるし、普通にやれば間に合うよね。僕が手料理を持っていけば、彼もきっと喜んでくれるはず。よーし、やるぞー。
Okay, begins preparing the ingredients listed on the back of the box.
材料は用意し終えたけど、じゃがいもってどうやって皮を剥くんだろう。
Peel potato. It's not that hard. You cut off all the skin. But doing so, a lot of people get different sized potatoes. That's if you do it right, you turn those potato skins actually into, well, potato skins.
剥きにくいな。まずは四角くカットしよう。
Oh no! Okay, places the potato on the cutting board and cuts it without removing the skin. The all does reverberate through the house as she leverages her body weight to cut through the potato.
こうやって皮ごと切って一口大にして、えいえい。
Oh my gosh. My cat wants to get food. Give me a minute. Yes, food and everything. Okay, it chops away at the potato skin. However, due to her liberal use of the knife, the bulk of the potato ends up separating along with the skin.
なんか食べる部分が減っちゃったような気のせいだよね。 この調子で人参の皮も剥いていこう。よいしょよいしょっと。
Peeling a carrot.
包丁使うの初めてだから結構緊張するな。
Oh no.
手を切らないように気をつけて。よいしょよいしょ。
If you're peeling a carrot with a knife, you lightly scrape the side, keeping the knife flat. Otherwise, you use a carrot peeler. Complete beginner in the kitchen. Okayu continues wielding the knife with brute force. Through sheer grit and determination, the carrot ended up diced just like the potato.
人参も終わり。
Oh no.
次は玉ねぎだね。
The onion. No, what are we going to do to Aqua? The moment her knife slices through, yep. Distinctive punching, yes.
なにこれ。
There it is.
涙で前が見えない。肌水まで出てきたし、もう最悪だよ。カレー作りってこんなに大変なの？全然初心者向けじゃないじゃん。でも頑張らないと。彼にお昼ご飯持っていくんだ。
Okayu continues chopping the onion with tears in her eyes. However, her limited vision causes her hand to slip. Uh-oh. And there it is.
まずは傷口洗わないと。絶対料理なんて。
Really? We have a Okayu Pone moment in the visual novel? Okayu applies first aid with tears streaming down her cheeks.
やっと痛みが引いてきた。次は失敗しないぞ。
Okayu motivates herself with a quick prep talk. However,
次は具材を鍋に入れて。
熱い。水跳ねる。熱い。
she didn't carefully put the vegetables in.
うわー、肉が焦げついた。
Oh no!
しばらく煮込む？しばらくって何分？
You simmer until it gets
わ
thick.
けわかんないって。
In the end, it took Okayu over an hour to make something that resembled curry. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Why am I scared to see what she actually made? Morning classes ended without incident. Soon enough, it was time for lunch. Thought Okayu would visit again, but I still hadn't seen her anywhere. Well, she did say she'd come if she felt like it. No harm, no foul. It's not like she promised she'd be here. I grumbled to myself as I continued searching for the pair of ears visible only to me. About 10 minutes passed without a trace of Okayu. I guess there's no point in waiting. Giving up hope, I start heading toward the school store when suddenly...
待って待って。
Kaya sprints toward me while carrying a drawstring pouch. Well, are you alright? What's the rush?
ちょっと待って。息整えるから。
Okayu hunches over with her hands on her knees, gasping for air. Her forehead glistens with sweat. She must have run the whole way here. Steel myself, something crazy must have happened.
よし。お昼ご飯まだ食べてないよね。よかったらどうかな。
I'm scared. Okayu holds up the pouch as she speaks. You brought that for me?
違
Thanks.
うよ。僕が作ったんだ。
You made it? Oh no. Okayu, who only knows how to eat, went into the kitchen and cooked something. Am I hearing this right?
なんだよ。すっごく疑った目で見てくるじゃん。僕の言葉そんなに信用できない？
No, it's just, you're always saying you don't want to cook, you know.
僕は気分屋なの。今日はたまたま料理をしようかなっていう気分だっただけ。食べたくないなら無理しなくていいよ。一人で食べるから。
Hold on, I'll eat it. No, please let me eat it. The answer slips out of my mouth before I realize it. Couldn't remember the last time I had a home-cooked meal prepped by someone who wasn't my grandma. Plus, I'm curious what dish Okayu chose to make.
本当に食べるの？無理してない？
Really want to try? I just thought it was out of character. That's all. How could I say no to free lunch?
そうなんだ。じゃあ、食べさせてくださいおかゆ様って言ったら許してあげる。
What? I respond to her with displeasure evident in my voice. There's nothing I want to say less.
食べたくないなら言わなくていいよ。さあ、僕の気持ちが変わらないうちに3、2、1
each.
はい。
Oh. And action. Okay, it prompts me to say the line, smirking all the while. I resign myself to my fate. I never had a choice in the first place. Please, Okayu, grant me the privilege of sampling your masterful crafted cuisine.
よろしい。僕が作った初めての手料理。
It's gonna be a burnt mess, isn't it?
できれば二人きりになれるところで食事したいんだけど、いい場所知ってる？
I know a place. Let me borrow the key first. Rooftop! Nope, the broadcast room. Okay, you can come in now.
機械がいっぱいある部屋だね。ここは？
This is school's broadcasting room. We can lock the door from the inside, and it's air conditioning too.
まさに天国だね。でも、どうして鍵を借りられたの？
I'm a member of the broadcast committee, so I can take the key pretty much whenever I need it. We don't do announcements during summer school, so the other members shouldn't barge in either.
鍵のかかった部屋で若い男女が2人。
And there's a loot thought.
君もやるときはやるんだね。
Weren't you the one wanted us to be alone? Why does she have to go and say out loud? Here I was trying to my best to stay cool. Can't she show a little tact? Probably not. She's a cat after all. It's
じゃあ
Okayu.
机借りるね。お弁当広げるから。
Okayu places Druxing Fetch on the table and takes out a lunchbox and thermos. She opens the lunchbox. The aroma of cooked rice and spicy curry wafts through the room.
じゃーん。今日はカレーを作ってみました。
Oh, well, it's perfect, at least in appearance. Usually curry isn't scooped directly into a lunchbox, but I won't take no points for unorthodox food presentation. No, not usually.
君がお昼にカレーを食べたいって言ってたからね。わざわざ作ってきたのさ。
Oh, from yesterday. You got a good memory. I vaguely remember saying something along those lines when we went shopping for groceries. I didn't think Okayu would actually go out her way to make it for me. This was your first time in the kitchen, right? Did you run into any problems?
思ったよりはちょっとね。僕って意外と不器用なんだなって思い知らされたよ。
Okayu glances at the fresh bandages on the tip of her fingers as she speaks. Did you cut yourself?
ちょっとだけね。大したことはないよ。
Kai tries to play off, but she's probably covered in cuts under those bandages. Feeling a tinge of guilt, I've decided to properly savor her curry. Okay, time to dig in.
どうぞ。
I'll take the spoon from Okayu and pour the curry over the rice. Is it just me? Why are the potatoes so small?
皮を剥いたらこのぐらいの大きさになったよ。こう包丁でトントンって。
Okayu mimics a knife cutting motion by swinging her hand up and down. Clearly, it's not a motion you would make for peeling potatoes. I'll need to show her how to use the peeler later. I'll just say, please tell me you have a peeler. Forget, the taste is what's important. I scoop up a spoonful of curry and rice and take a bite. The kick from the spices and the umami of the vegetables spread across my taste buds in an instant. It's delicious. Kaya let a sigh of relief the moment she hears my opinion.
よかった。トマトと草のサラダもあるから、そっちも食べてね。
Salad with tomatoes and grass. You mean lettuce. Grass, oh, you mean spring mix salad. Guess there weren't any farmers nearby to hear her careless description, but she is just a cat after all. No reason to fuss over something minor like calling salad greens grass.
あ、そうだそうだ。大切なこと忘れてた。ちょっとスプーン貸して。
Oh no, I know what she's about to do. Please no, don't do this, Okayu. After handing Okayu the spoon, she scoops up some curry and points the utensil. Yep.
はい。
No, I don't need you to feed me.
細かいことは気にしない。それとも、僕のカレーが食べられないっていうのかい？
I was eating it just fine a second ago. Okayu pulls up her cheeks at my refusal to play along.
もう。男子は女の子にご飯食べさせてもらうと嬉しいんでしょ？
Yes, but
君が持ってた漫画にそう書いてあった。
Oh, that. Now that she mentioned that, a similar scene did play out in one of the rom-com manga I had back home. However, there's a difference between fiction and reality.
で、どうなの？あんされて嬉しいの？嬉しくないの？ 3、2、1、はい。
It does. Although there are cases where fiction and reality just so happen to overlap.
もう、最初から素直に言えばいいのに。じゃあ、改めて、
I open my mouth wide to accept the spoon.
どう？おいしい？
Yeah, it's delicious. It's the same curry I took a bite a moment earlier, so the taste shouldn't be any different. But for some reason, it's even tastier than before. Is there a logical explanation in this phenomenon? No comment on that.
よかった。じゃあもう一口。おいしい？
I already said it was.
ごめんごめん。疑ってるわけじゃないんだ。ただ、初めて手料理を作ったからさ、何度でも美味しいって言われたいんだ。
That makes sense. Everyone wants to be praised for their hard work. Alright then, I'll tell you exactly what makes this curry so delicious.
気合入っちゃったね。じゃあもう一度。
You done a good job sauteing the vegetables and bringing out their natural sweetness. The roll dissolved properly so there aren't any lumps in the curry, which means you perfectly followed the instructions on the box and add the roll after turning off the heat, right?
どうも。すごいね。食べただけでこんなに細かいことがわかるなんて。
I've always helped taste test my grandma's cooking, so I'm pretty confident when it comes to my palate. That's not all. I can even tell how much heart a person put into the meal they've made. Feelings alone can have an effect on the taste of your cooking. At least that's what my grandma always says. This curry is the result of your honest and sincere efforts. That's why it's so delicious. Thank you for the meal, Okayu, and for trying so hard even though it was your first time.
もういい。わかったから。
Kai's face turns bright red as she seems almost flustered. Don't tell me, you're embarrassed.
いやいや、そんな、まさか僕が。ね
That's true. You're the one who goes around embarrassing others. There's no way you'd be on the receiving end. Or maybe you're feeling under the weather. That can happen when you try something new. Must be exhausted.
はあ、本当に君って人は。
Yay, players did. In my case, I would just be jumping around the question. Huh? I'm just worried about her. Why does she look so frustrated?
ほら、カレー冷めちゃう。もう味の感想はいいから、もっと食べて。
Okay. Continue to eat Okayu's curry. There were some slightly burnt bits, but they too became part of this unforgettable experience. The burnt chicken. One night, Okayu called out to me while I was relaxing in the living room.
神社に行ってくる。すぐに戻るから、心配しないで。
At this hour, did you forget something when we went in the afternoon? The two of us went to tidy up the shrine earlier today. But I don't think Okayu took anything with her. Maybe she dropped a handkerchief or
そ
something?
んなところ、行ってきまーす。
Even her nonchalant self, Okayu steps out through the front door. It's almost midnight. Can't she just wait until tomorrow to find whatever she forgot? Why go out in the dead of night?
おかゆニューム。よし、誰もいないね。コロさん、いる？ちょっと話したいことがあるんだ。
And here we go.
いるよ。
There's
珍しいね。
Kurane!
かけてくるなんて。なんかあったん？
別に。ただ、コロさんが元気してるかなって思って。
元気元気。コーネはいつも元気だよ。
As long as she don't say Yubi Yubi, we'll be good. Okayu feels the tension leave her body upon seeing Kurone's carefree
コ
smile.
ロさんの顔見てると、疲れが吹き飛ぶよ。
そう？自分じゃよくわからないけど。おかゆはどう？元気してる？
おかげさまでね、うまくなじめてると思う。
そっか。じゃあまだしばらくは人間のママ？
思ったよりも楽しくて気に入った。毎日決まった時間に起きなきゃいけないのは大変だけど、美味しいものもたくさん食べられるし。あと、テレビゲームも遊んでみたんだ。すっごくハラハラドキドキして楽しいよ。機会があれば、コロさんも遊んでみなよ。きっとハマると思う。学校にも行ったんだ。彼と同じくらいの年の人間がたくさんいたよ。ちょっと顔出したら女の子にモテちゃってさ。いやー、参った参った。
Okayu's always surrounded by girls, hence why Kurone gets jealous. Okayu continues on recounting her recent adventures with sparkling eyes. Kurone listened intently, nodding along with the story.
楽しそうで安心した。おかゆが出てった後、結構心配してたんだよ。
あはは。だよね。ごめん。
別にいいけどね。こうやって時々会いに来てくれるし。それにおかゆって頑固なところあるから、一度決めたことは絶対に譲らないって分かってる。
コロさんにはかなわないや。僕のこと全部お見通しだ。
当たり前じゃん。何年の付き合いだと思ってるのさ。
Childhood friends. Okayu starts counting her fingers to come up with the exact number, but quickly gives up.
それで、例の男の子とはどんな感じなの？
うまくやれてると思うよ。喧嘩もしないし。それに彼、ちょっとからかうとすぐに動揺するんだ。すぐに真っ赤になるし、一緒にいて飽きないよ。あと、毎週欠かさず神社の手入れをしてくれるんだ。おばあちゃんがいなくても手を抜かないあたり、 すっごく真面目なんだなって思う。コロさんも見てたでしょ、彼がちゃんと働くところ。
全然おかゆ以外に興味ないし。
I was say, Kurone's only going to pay attention to Okayu.
まあでもうまくいってるならよかったよ。それでいつ神社に戻ってくるの？ずっとこのままってわけにはいかないよ。もし万が一があったらおかゆはもう。
Uh-oh.
それは
A lump forms in Kayu's throat, and her gaze falls to the ground. Kurone realizes what she said and bows her head.
ごめん、意地悪言っちゃった。
コロさんが僕のためを思って言ってるのはよくわかってるよ。こんな生活長く続くわけがないんだ。でも毎日が楽しくてさ、もうちょっとだけ、あと少しだけってずるずるとね。ちゃんと戻ってくるからさ、僕がちゃんと決着つけるまでは待っててくれる？
わかってる。もともとそういう約束だから。でも待つのはあんまり得意じゃないから、早く戻ってきてね。
I was like, Kurone don't have patience, no.
戻ったら今まで寂しがらせちゃった分いっぱい遊ぼう。
やった。何しようか今から考えとくよ。
Crawling and reconciling at a moment's notice, this is proof of Caillou and Kurone's long history with one another. Kurone stretches widely to change the mood and dispel any remnants of their heavy conversation.
おかゆの話聞いてたら人間に興味出てきたかも。案外面白そうだし、コーネも人間になっちゃおうかな。
そんな気軽になるのすっごく大変なの知ってるでしょ。
そうだけどさ、おかゆがいない神社も退屈だし。
Kurone gets halfway through her thought before suddenly shutting her mouth. She then narrows her eyes and fixes her gaze on the stone steps leading up to the shrine
誰
grounds.
か来るみたい。一旦隠れるよ。
わかった。でもこんな夜中に誰が？もしかして。
It's us, of course. Are you done? It's getting late. Let's go home. Are you alone, okay? That's weird. I could have sworn I heard you talking to someone.
ずっと僕一人だよ。もしかしてお化けの声だったりして。
Don't say scary stuff like that. Shrine doesn't exactly give off a welcoming vibe, especially at night. It also feels like the temperature is starting to drop. I want to go home as soon as possible. If you lure around at night, the police are going to come and take you into protective custody. If that happens, I'll have to go down to the station to get you, and that's a hassle neither of us want to go through.
夜の散歩も自由にできないなんて人間は窮屈だね。わかった。おとなしく帰るとするよ。
Kayo heads toward the shrine exit. However, she stops taking a few
そうい
steps.
えば聞きたいことがあったんだけど、君は人間に生まれてよかったと思う？それとも別の動物もありだと思う？
What's with the sudden question? Is this some kind of personality test?
そんな感じ。
No, there was more there. But the life of a loved one hangs on your answer, so think about it carefully. I don't understand you at all. I could have simply laughed her off and went home, but Okayu's eyes were dead serious. I'll just go with my gut and not think too hard about it. Oh shit. Let me save.
本当にいいのかい？
Yes, because in case I... Shit. Which one should I go? One's going to be a dead end, one's going to keep going with the story. To hassle being human, I wish I was another animal. Like a cat, for example. I envy how carefree you are.
ちょっとひどくない？僕は僕で忙しいんだよ。毎朝決まった時間に起きないといけないし、ゲームもまだクリアしてないし、君をからかわなきゃいけないし。
First one I can understand, but I'm not sure about the other two.
はは。でも君が言う通り、人間ってちょっと大変だよね。もっと自分に素直にやりたいことやって生きればいいのに。
Right, that's why I prefer living as a cat or some other animal.
なるほどなるほど。とっても参考になったよ。ありがとう。
So what does that say about me? This is part of personality test, right?
そういえばそんな話だったね。
Kay places her hand on her
人
chin and
間
nods.
以外を選んだあなたは疲れているので早く帰って寝た方がいいでしょう。かな。
What a vague answer. Everybody could use some rest.
文句言わない。ほらほら、早く帰った帰った。
Kay slips behind me and pushes me forward. Wait, you're coming home with me?
僕はもうちょっと残ってる。まだやることあるし。安心して、すぐに追いかけるから。君に心配かけたくないし。
If she's not going to be long, I could just wait for her here, but she must want to keep whatever this is a secret. I don't want to spoil our relationship by forcing the answer out of her. For now, I'll play along. Fine, but I will say this. Don't stay out too
あ
late.
りがとう。約束は守るよ。
Kaya smiles in relief. She seems like she really wants me to leave. What exactly is she trying to hide? Walk down the stone steps of the shrine, desperately battling my curiosity all the way.
おかゆニューム？
もう行ったよね。
Listening to the sound of diminishing footsteps, Okayu lets out a sigh of relief once they fade
ほ
away
んと素
completely.
直だね。いつか悪い人に騙されちゃうんじゃないかって心配になる。頼むから僕以外の人に騙されないでくれよ。
Kaya speaks her request in a tiny voice, knowing it won't reach the intended recipient.
ちょっとおかゆに似てたね。やっぱ似てる人は惹かれ合うのかな？
全然そんなことないと思うけど。
似てる似てる。お人よしなところとか特に。
Kaya immediately tries to deny it, but fails to come up with a good response. Still wanting to disagree, however, she puckers her lips and... Okay, puckers her lips out in disdain.
そういえば、さっき人間になりたいなとか言っちゃったけど、やっぱなしにするね。話を聞いてて、人間って不便だし、窮屈だなと思ったから。今まで通り、神社でのんびりと過ごすことにするよ。
コロさんは今のままが一番だよ。人間になるのも結構大変だしね。のんびり過ごすだけなら人間になんてならない方がいいよ。
After shaking her thoughts, Okayu stares past the shrine gate he walked out of. Beyond the gate lies the stone steps. Beyond the stone steps lie the road to his house.
でも僕はすっかり人間の生活に夢中になっちゃったみたいだ。どれだけ大変でも元の生活になんて戻れる気がしない。彼と触れ合えない生活なんてもう僕には考えられないんだ。
ダメ！それ以上は。
Trina yells out in a stern tone that she suddenly used. Okayu hastily shuts her mouth and breathes rapidly.
つい。
体は大丈夫？頭がぼーっとするとかもない？
Trina places a hand on Okayu with a concerned expression.
多分大丈夫かな。明日反動が来るかもしれないけど、命に別状はなさそう。
心配しすぎだよ。まだ約束は破ってないんだから平気だって。
軽く考えちゃダメ。もしミスったらどうなるか おかゆだってわかってるでしょ。
そうだね。うん。もっと気をつけるよ。まだ僕は消えたくない。
Kale looks up at the night sky. The warning crescent moon watches over the two of them. Silence settles over the shrine grounds, broken occasionally by the melancholy song of the early autumn insects.
あんまり遅いと彼に心配かけちゃう。そろそろ行くね。
また会いに来て。約束だよ。
うん。また必ず。
Okayu gives a firm nod toward Krone and walks down the stone steps. Okayu leaves the shrine. Krone watches her with a worried expression. Uh-oh. Now, I'll mute that real quick. The reason I did that save at that point is because, just like with Aquarium, there are diversion paths, but can't really tell where they're going to go. One's going to be the entire story, and one is going to be just a dead end route type thing. Like the first session we had where Crone burst into that room because we tried to loot Okayu and basically had her beat the crap out of us, take Okayu away. So, yeah, that's why. Bots, go away. The sun rises on the next day. I have summer school again, so I wake up to the sound of my alarm. Glance at the clock as I quickly prepare breakfast. Okayu is usually up by now, but today there's no sign of her. Okayu, your food's getting cold. Wake up. I call out to her from the living room only to be met with silence. Looks like she's extra sluggish this morning. With a sigh, I head to Okayu's room. Uh-oh. How long are you planning to sleep? Wake up already. Okayu stretches lazily under her blanket. Yeah, no way you're getting up in 5 minutes. I'll just put your food in the fridge. Sleep in as much as you want. Of course. You can just reheat it in the microwave, you know. Yeah, I'm staring back at you because this is reminding me of you, Heaven. My cat does that. Okayu mumbles in her sleep, a dopey grin spreading across her face. Honestly, I could stand there and watch her all day, but I have to go to school. I gotta get going. I'll be late if I wait any longer. It's rude to compliment yourself, and you can tag along with me if you want, but you have to get up now. Without moving from her spot, Okayu stretches out her arms toward me. Alright. I grab her slender arms. She feels warm, probably because she just woke up. I glance down at Okayu's pajamas. With fabric that thin, I could probably feel her heartbeat through her clothes. Shh.
腕上げるの疲れた。
You're such a spoiled brat. Actually, that tone of voice reminds me of the time that Okayu was over at Crone's and Crone was streaming late. Okayu was asleep, woke up, and because she was low. Yeah, clips is the only way I've seen anything with Okayu. So, Okayu's extra clingy today. At this point, I don't see any other option but to play along. Okay, but don't complain later. Revoking her right to protest, I lean down to pick her up, and my face ends up mere inches away from hers. Close enough to count each and every one of her eyelashes.
もっと近づいてくれないと手が届かないよ。
Like this? I lean in there half step. Her breath tickles my cheeks. I can see my reflection in her big round eyes. Feeling self-conscious, I break eye contact with Okayu.
じゃあ抱きつくよ。よっと。
Suddenly, Okayu wraps her arms around my back, pulling me toward the futon. Straining my back and torso in an attempt to maintain my balance, Okayu giggles softly.
へへへ。捕まえた。おお、意外と鍛えてるんだね。感心感心。じゃあそのまま僕を起こして。お願い。
She whispers sweetly into my ear. Sure runs down my spine, goosebumps prickle my skin.
じゃあお願いね。
Say
せーの。
no. On her signal, I strain my arms and pull her up. The moment I break a sweat from the physical exertion, I finally manage to get her on her feet.
えへへ。やっと起きれたね。手伝ってくれてありがとう。じゃあ次は着替えさせてくれる？
No.
着替えはタンスに入ってるからね。いいでしょ？
Absolutely mine. I completely mind.
僕のお願い聞いてくれたらもう少し抱きついてもいいよ。今の僕は体温が高めだからきっと君も気持ちいいと思うんだ。
She's right. Her body feels really warm. Or maybe it just feels that way thanks to the blood rushing to my head. Excitement and embarrassment collide, dampening my palms with a thin layer of sweat.
それに今の僕ってパジャマなんだよ。下着つけてると思う？
Ah! Really, Okayu? The moment her words reach my ear, my eyes widen in shock. There's no way. She's not wearing anything, right?
僕締め付けられるの嫌いなんだ。だからね、着替えを手伝ってくれたらわかると思うよ。どうする？
What kind of offer is that? Without thinking, my gaze drifts to her chest. Is something showing through, or is that just a shadow? There's no way.
ふふん、気になっちゃう？気になっちゃうよね。
Oh my gosh, Okayu.
僕、正直者は好きだよ。さあ、君はどうする？
She wants to know my next move, but can I really go through with it? If I don't fight this, if I go down this path of no return, would that really be for the best? Unable to find an answer, I meet Okayu's gaze, and that's when I notice her pupils. They're different. Okayu, what's up with your eyes?
僕はいつも通りだよ。
Yeah, no way. Look in the mirror.
わ
Okayu blinks, mouth slightly open as she stares at her own reflection. You didn't realize something was
あ、
different?
全然。なるほど。通りで体が熱いと思った。
Stop mumbling to yourself. Tell me what the heck's going on with you.
うん。でも、長い話になるよ。学校は？
No way I'm leaving you like this. I'll skip classes today. You need someone
ふ
here.
ふなんだか悪いね。とりあえず顔を洗ってくる。
Kaya walks off, heading toward the bathroom with steady steps. The moment she disappears from sight, I let out a deep breath. I'm exhausted. I feel like I used up all my energy and mental strength for the day. But man, she's not lacking in size at all. Bold size might be the best way to describe them. If I hadn't snapped her out of it just now, maybe I could have... Wait, stop. What the hell am I thinking? There's something definitely off about her. That goes without saying. I'd be the lowest of the low if I took advantage of her in that situation. But still, they were really big. Despite desperate to calm myself down, I grab a glass of cold water from the kitchen and gulp it down all at once.
お待たせ。ふう、きれいさっぱり。
To washing her face, Okayu's eyes are back to their usual color. Relieved, I let out a small sigh and gestured for her to sit.
いや、さっきはごめん。びっくりさせちゃったよね。ちょっと調子が悪くてね。考え方とか動きが猫に寄ってきちゃってるみたいなんだ。
Could it be that you're turning back into a cat? I try not to think about it too much, but the fact remains Okayu used to be a cat. Nope, no. By some twist of fate, turned her into a human, she ended up living with me. Which means it wouldn't be all that strange if she suddenly turned back someday.
ちょっと明日地球が滅亡するみたいな顔してるよ。そんなに心配しないで。すぐに猫に戻りはしないから。ほら、手だって人の形だし、猫のひげだって生えてないだろう。
I scan her up and down, taking in her features. I mean, yeah, her eyes are back to normal. She looks like the Okayu I know.
そんなに見られたら照れちゃうよ。
Don't change the subject. So when do you think you'll return to
多
normal?
分明日ぐらいには。初めてのことだからよくわかんないや。でもそんなに深刻に考えなくて大丈夫だよ。さっきみたいにちょっと甘えん坊になったり大胆になったりするだけだから。
That's exactly what I'm stressing over. I can already tell that my mental state isn't going to survive this. It's only a matter of time before she crosses the line.
君はリアクションが面白いね。ペロ。
There's more cat feature. Did Okayu just lick her hand all of us? Yep. I must have imagined it. I shake my head and try to refocus. Think about this seriously for a second. What if I start turning into an animal too?
その時はその時じゃないかな。なるようになるよ。
Why are you licking your hand while you're talking? And why does she sound more and more like a cat?
いや、そんなことしてないよ。ペロ。
I can see you doing it. Your hand is covered in spit.
ほんとだ。
Kaya lets out an awkward laugh and quickly hides her hands under the table. You didn't realize you were doing it, did you?
猫って自分の手を舐めるから、そのせいかも。
More than just paws. They licked their entire body. It's worse than I thought. I don't know what's going to happen next, so I decided to stay home with her today. Anyway, why don't we just eat? Breakfast is grilled salmon miso
漬
soup.
けおにぎりがいいな。あと、冷たいお茶も。
Fine, rice ball it is. Just sit tight. With practice ease, I prepared a meal and sit down with Okayu to eat. After we finish, we lounge around enjoying a rare, peaceful morning. Leia, I've been busy with school, so I'm not used to having this much free time.
暇だな。何か面白いことない？
I've got some games.
どちらかというと、 体を動かしたい気分かな。体がうずうずしてじっとしていられないんだ。
And there's more cat. You want to pass out if you go outside, you know. The sun's been blazing since morning. Temperatures only climbed higher. She tries to exercise out there, she'll get a heat stroke for sure.
じゃあ家の中で体を動かせるものは何かないの？
Let me think. Ball, no, that might break a window. Running around is out of the question too. I know just the thing. My grandma had it here somewhere. Hold on, let me go get it. Yeah, I think Okayu will definitely like that one. Uh-oh, what are we grabbing? Takes me a few minutes to find it before returning to the living room. Got it, this is what my grandma used to play with. Cat. Hello, English typo. It's what my grandma used to use to play with cats. I rumbled through a collection and pulled out exactly what I needed. Alright, let's play with this. And yep. Fish on a stick! Of course I have one right beside my chair because my cat brought it over to me earlier. Wait, is that a cat toy? Yep, all cats love it, so I figured you'll like it too. Immediately stops. Before Okayu can finish, I flicked the toy up and down. Yep. You totally just followed it with your eyes, didn't you? I move it side to side next. Yep. See, you're tracking it. Yes, they are. Then don't fight. You always say it's best to live honestly, right? Don't mind it if you act cat-like. Not one bit. Not to mention, it's actually kind of cute. But I keep that to myself. Alright then, let's clear some space so we can go all out. We push the furniture aside and tidy up. Once the room is ready, we sit on the floor facing each other. Here we go. Ready? Go catch it! I say excitedly as I wave the toy to the right. Okay, immediately reaches for it, but I yank it to the left just in time. Continue to flick the toy left and right each time avoiding her grasp. She might catch it if I move it even a fraction of a second too late. Before I know it, we're both fully engrossed in the game. Okay, now I can see why the closest of Okayu's talk about this game says she was embarrassed by some of the lines. Then again, Aqua even said the same thing with hers. She's getting better, she's even grazing it now. At this rate, she'll snatch it soon, but I don't want to end the fun just yet. To mix things up, I stand up a bit so I can move the toy up and down. Now it's up here, look. Uh-oh, too slow, now it's down here. I move the toy in circles, dodging her swipes. Kay keeps chasing the toy, her eyes locked onto it as I keep her guessing where it'll go next. Alright, let's see you reach this too. Stretch my arm high above my head. My height and reach combined, it's completely out of her grasp. I expect her to give up or at least jump for it, but instead... Uh-oh. Are you serious? Time seems to slow down in that moment. Eyes fixed on the toy, Okayu jumps. She leaps straight at me, making me lose my balance. In that instant, I wrap my arms around Okayu to keep her from getting hurt. Ow, you okay? Kaya straddles me, looking down triumphantly. She has my arms pinned down. I can't move. Alright, you win. Now get off. She gives me a catly grin. Somehow this game has turned into something entirely different. Seems she's messing around, so I move my arm against her grip.
ダメだよ、暴れたら。僕が満足するまでじっとしてること。
Okayu?
じゃないと、もっといじめちゃうよ。
Her voice drops to a salty whisper, sending a shiver down my spine. Wait, tease me how exactly? My mind really goes to the places it shouldn't. Yeah.
もしかして期待させちゃったかな。いいよ、たっぷりといじめてあげる。時間はたっぷりあるんだから。
Okayu narrows her eyes as she purrs, her lips curling into a playful smile. Like a mouse caught between a cat's paws, I'm completely at her mercy.
さあ、まずは言葉攻めから。やーい、ザコザコ、クソザコ。
What the hell, Okayu?
女の子に押し倒されるなんて恥ずかしくないの？普段は強気なのに案外弱々なんだね。
She's outright mocking me, and normally I'd be pissed. But for some reason, I can't bring myself to fight back. What the hell's wrong with me? Did I hit my head when we fell?
いいんだよ、素直になって。プライドなんて捨てちゃいなよ。僕に何をしてほしいのか言ってごらん。もし君にいじめられて喜んじゃうような性癖があっても
The hell?
僕は受け入れるよ。僕は何も否定しない。全肯定おかゆなんだから。
As she speaks, her fingers trail lightly down my neck. Sensation is both ticklish and oddly pleasant, giving me goosebumps.
ほんの少し触っただけだよ。敏感なんだね。まるで女の子みたい。可愛くて僕もキュンキュンしちゃうよ。
Oh my god, I don't care about being called cute. So why on earth do I feel my face getting hot?
君の肌って思ったより綺麗なんだ。ずるいね。特別なことは何もしてないだろうに。もっと僕によく見せてよ。
Kay reaches for the buttons on my shirt. One comes undone, then another. Before I can stop her, my collarbone is fully exposed.
綺麗な鎖骨。隠しておくのはもったいないよ。それなりに長い時間を過ごしてきたけど、まだまだ知らないことだらけだね。
Okay. Her fingers trace along my collarbone slowly and deliberately. My collarbone isn't even that sensitive. Why is my heart racing?
もしかして息が上がってるの？やっぱり君は女の子にいじめられて嬉しいんだ。
No, it's not. That's not it. I muster what little pride I have left. But the moment I do, Okayu puffs out her cheeks in clear displeasure.
嘘は嫌いだよ。さっきからすごく嬉しそうじゃない。どうしたらもっと素直になってくれるかな。あ、そうだ。
Uh-oh. What's she going to do? A sly grin spreads across her face as she leans in closer. I can feel her warm breath against my skin as she opens her mouth.
動かないでね。ね
She just licked us. Oh no. Whoa. Something hot and rough pressed against my cheek. It takes me a few seconds to realize it was Okayu's tongue.
いい反応だね。もっと舐めてあげる。
I'd really rather not.
どうして？さっきは気持ちよさそうに体を震わせてたじゃない。
That's not. Try to deny it, searching my memory for proof. That brief hesitation is all she needs.
好きやり。君の肌とっても美味しいね。もっともっと食べたくなる。
Okay, that's enough.
どうして怒るの？ すっごく嬉しそうなのに。素直に生きないと人生楽しくないよ。ベロベロ。
Each stroke of that rough tongue against my skin chips away at my self-control. At this rate, I'm going to lose more than just my pride or dignity. I have to find a way to distract her fast.
まだ余計なこと考えてるの？君は僕だけ見てればいいんだよ。
Oh my gosh.
さあ、すべてを僕に委ねて。
Okayo's hands keep creeping lower. This is not looking good. I frankly scanned the room for anything that might help and spot my grandma's old cat toy set. Wait, there's definitely something I can use there. I just need to distract her. Is that a cicada over there?
やだ。
The moment her grip weakens, I twist my body, slipping out from under her. I scramble toward the cat toy set and grab a small bottle filled with brown powder. Sorry, Okayu. At that stage, I fling the powder straight at her.
何すんのさ。あれ
Catnip!
歯が抜けて。
Snecko nip!
ふみゃふ
Yep.
みゃ。なにこれ？頭ふわふわするよ。
It's catnip powder. I knew it could make cats drunk, but I didn't think it would work this well on Okayu too. I was hoping this would help me get out of the situation, but it might have worked too well. Sorry for doing this, but I couldn't just let things keep going like that.
ふにゃな
It's no use, she's not listening to me at all. Okayu rolls around on the living room floor, laying out cat-like cries. What do I do? Maybe I should get her some water. As I turn toward the kitchen, suddenly something tugs at my leg.
どこ行くの？置いてかないでよ。
Oh my gosh, it's going to make it worse. Just getting some water. I'll be right back.
ダメ。君は僕とずっと一緒にいるんだから。ほら、スリスリ、スリスリ。
Really? Hey, that tickle's cut out. Still clinging to my leg, Okayu rubs her cheek against me. The teasing dominant aura from earlier is completely gone. Now she's just acting like a needy kitten.
もっと僕に構って。構ってくれないと死んじゃうにゃ。僕ってこんなに可愛いんだよ。ねえ、もっともてあそんでよ。
Can you stop making it weird? I have no intention of doing anything to her, but I'm the one who's covered her in catnip, so this is kind of my fault. Can't just leave her like this, but I also have no idea what to do.
ふにゃー、体がムズムズするよ。もっとゴロゴロしちゃおう。ゴロゴロ、ゴロにゃー。
Really? Okayu repeatedly tumbles across the floor, rolling and rubbing against my leg like a playful cat. The more she rolls, the more her clothes slip out of place, momentarily exposing flashes of bare skin. Hey, I can see under your clothes.
あははは。何今さら恥ずかしがってるの？おかしい。初めて会った時、僕は裸だったんだよ。だからこれぐらい見慣れてるでしょ。あはは。
Why would I get used to something like that?
その表情いいね。すっごく面白い。
My serious reaction only makes her laugh even harder. Yeah, she's definitely the type to get giggly when she's drunk. And now she's going to pass out.
なんかだんだん眠くなってきたな。
Kay rubs her eyes, looking like she's about to drift off any second. Combined with her disheveled appearance, she somehow looks even cuter than usual.
あ、今酔ってる僕の方が可愛いって思ったでしょ。
No, I didn't.
隠しても無駄だよ。だって顔に書いてあるもん。ブーブー。 まあ確かに僕は可愛いからそう思っちゃうのも仕方ないと思うけどさ。でも酔ってない時の僕に酔ってる時の方が可愛かったとか絶対に言わないでよ。ダメダメ、絶対ダメダメダメダメ。そんなこと言われたら悲しくなっちゃう。
Her ears droop as she trails off. Unable to just watch, I quickly spoke up. I won't say it, I
本当に
promise.
約束する？
I nod firmly over and over, then she finally smiles.
ありがとう。君って本当に優しいんだね。僕、君のこと好きだな。
My heart skips a beat. Wait, do you really mean that?
好きは好きだよ。寝ることも食べることも君と遊ぶことも全部好き。
So it's not that kind of like then. For some reason, I feel both relieved and a little disappointed.
はははは。そんなしょぼんとしないでよ。ちゃんと君のことは好きなんだから。だって僕はそのために。
Before she even says it, falls asleep, of course. Okay, hey, Okayu. With her eyes closed, Okayu begins to drift off. Try shaking her shoulder lightly, but she doesn't budge. Come on, at least finish your sentence. Probably just drunken nonsense. I shouldn't read too much into it. But considering the way our conversation was going, could it be that Okayu really... Thinking too much. I should just take her to her room. Pushing the thought aside, I scoop her up in my arms.
にゃうにゃ。好きだよ。
Yeah, I got it. Smiled to myself as I carried her to her room and gently lay her down on the futon. Oh, great.
Okayunyumu.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
よく寝た。頭痛い。ここはどこ？
やっと起きた。気分はどう？
あんまり良くはないかな。頭がズキズキする。コロさんがいるってことは、ここは僕の心の中かな。
ちょっと力を使ってね。あのままじゃおかゆもっと猫になるところだったし、また旅で酔っちゃうなんて普通じゃありえないもん。
自分でもあんなに自分の体が思い通りにならなくなるなんて思わなかった。
Okayu lamentates the inconveniences that came with her body, but recognizes there's no use crying over spilt
小野
milk.
さん的には僕は何日ぐらいしたら元通りになると思う
1週間ぐらいずっと寝てたら良くなるんじゃないかな。
長いなぁ。参った。彼になんて説明しよう。いや、そもそも寝てるんだから説明できないか。心配かけるのは本意じゃないし。
Listening to Okayu grumbling, grunting, cracked a
だ
smile.
から今回は特別サービス。コーネの力を貸してあげる。
いいのかい？そんなことしたらコロさんが。
大丈夫大丈夫。いざって時の蓄えがあるよ。でも次はもう助けられないから気をつけてよ。
ありがとうコロさん。この恩はいつか必ず返す。
水臭いなあ。全然気にしなくていいって。コーネはおかゆが笑顔ならそれでいいの。
Currently speaks without a trace of doubt. Okayu knows in instinctively that Crony is telling the truth.
じゃあ力を使うよ。受け取って。
Crony places her hand over Okayu. She does. Crony's body shines faintly and a warm light flows
幸
into
せ
Okayu.
になってね、おかゆ。
約束する。行ってくるよ、コロさん。
Okayu slowly closes her eyes, enveloped in Crony's kindness. Okay.
ここは
Oh, you're finally awake. Close the manga I was reading and peer at Okayu's face. How do you
晴れ
feel?
てないよ。頭もすっきりしてる。ってもう日が傾いてるじゃん。起こしてくれてもよかったのに。
Because you were sleeping so soundly, plus it's best to let someone rest when they're under the weather.
ありがとう。おかげでもう大丈夫だよ。もう手を舐めたり、君を押し倒したりしないから。
I'm glad. I was worried you were going to turn into a cat right in front
あ
of
れ
me.
あれ、僕が猫に戻っちゃうと寂しいのかな。
Anyone would get lonely if someone they knew disappeared from their life. On my response, recalling the day I lost my parents. I'm sick of parting ways without saying goodbye.
そうだね。お別れはきちんとしないとね。でも安心して。僕はまだ猫に戻るつもりはないよ。もっともっと君をからかって楽しみたいからね。
Okayu gets up from the futon as she makes that comment.
ああ、よく寝た。寝すぎて体がバキバキだよ。軽くストレッチしようっと。ふにゃー。
A wave of relief washes over me as I watch Okayu acting like her regular self. If she hadn't woke up, I would have had to live a life of regret once more. Nothing lasts forever. I need to be more serious when it comes to Okayu. Okayu peers over at me as I mull over my
もしか
thoughts.
してまた僕のことを考えてたの？
Fix that. I'm far too experienced to deal with her seriously. Seeing me devolve into incoherence, Okayu bursts into laughter.
もう動揺しすぎ。君は変わらないね。
Shut it, will ya? I'm not used to this kind of
いい
thing.
よいいよ。ずっと慣れなくて。その方が面白いし。これからも君のいいリアクション期待してるよ。
If that's how you want to play, I think the cat-like Okayu was a refreshing change of pace.
僕に反撃だなんて少しはやるようになったじゃん。でも残念。僕はそれぐらいじゃ動揺しないよ。
As she speaks, Okayu's tail sways from side to side. Thinking back on our conversation, I chose my next words more carefully. Still, it's pretty fun talking to you when you're sober, too.
あんまり調子に乗るなよ。君に褒められるのあんまり慣れてないんだから。
Kai's ears start to twitch wildly. Maybe the embarrassment is finally getting to her. The only reason we're able to have this silly argument is because Okayu managed to return to normal. I want to continue cherishing every moment I have with her. Well, it's about time for dinner. What are you in the mood
お
for?
刺身。
Of course. We don't have any, and I'm over budget.
大丈夫大丈夫。もう夕方だしちょっと安くなってるはずだよ。ねえねえ、いいでしょ。お刺身食べたい。
Okayu clings to my clothes like a spoiled brat. With a weary smile, I shrug my shoulders in defeat. Alright, but only if the store marked down the prices. I won't buy it otherwise.
はーい。じゃあちゃちゃっと着替えちゃうね。自転車の準備よろしく。
I wave my hand in agreement. prepare to head out, my mind set on enjoying our pleasant relationship to the fullest. One afternoon, Okayu and I are eating lunch, as always, in the broadcast room.
そうそう今日はこんなものを持ってきたんだよね
Give me a minute, I gotta get a drink. I grab some waters. Kara rummages through a plastic bag and pulls out a colorful
飼
box.
育菓子って言うんだって知識を育てるってことは食べたら頭良くなるのかな
I know what she got. What I wouldn't give for something like that. If such a candy existed, I'd stuff as many in my mouth as possible. Childhood memories spill out of my subconscious as I read the instructions on the box. Basically, it's candy that takes a little effort to eat. Looks like you have to mix the powder and paste with water for this one.
お面白そうだね早速やってみようよ
No way, we're not allowed to eat candy at
エ
school.
チそんなこと言ったらそもそも放送室でご飯食べるのだってダメでしょ
Well, that's... Her argument was sound, but there are circumstances at play. Kyle isn't supposed to be here in the first place, so I was trying to keep us out of sight. Plus, I don't want to hear it from my classmates about our relationship. Just as I'm lost in thought, Okayu tears open the package with the powder.
ああうっかり開けちゃったこれじゃあお家に持って帰れないな
Really, Okayu?
捨てるのももったいないしここで作るしかないなチラチラ
Really? Hello, deep sighs. Okayu throws obvious glances in my direction. Fine, I'll get some water.
ありがとう僕は他の材料を準備しておくね
Kayu's tail swishes back and forth as she carefully opens the pouch. I draw a cup of water from the sink and hand it to Okayu when I return to the broadcasting room.
水と粉を合わせて練っていくよ混ぜ混ぜ混ぜ混ぜ
Kayu wields the plastic stick with the grave expression. The water fills the container to the brim, threatening to overflow with a single misjudged stir.
おおだんだんモコモコになってきたよなんだか食べ物には見えないけど本当に食べられるのかな
Kaya tilts her head while observing the bright blue substance. If you pour in this liquid, it's supposed to turn green. Looks like it's muscat grape flavor. I say as I hand her a small bottle.
本当かな
Without running all over her face, she pours in the clear liquid.
混ぜ混ぜ混ぜ混ぜそろそろいいかな
あ
最後にラムネの粉をつけて
Oh, it really did turn green. Trippy. Ramen powder, of course.
完成。はい、
Kaya scoops up the green substance with a spoon and holds it out toward me. Didn't you buy it because you wanted to
い
eat
や
it?
思ったより見た目がね。まずは実験台分かった味見してもらおうと思ってる
Where'd a guinea pig? You were a little too honest there. Oh, it's not even saying anything. Relax, think of it as being a good Samaritan, please. Kaya offers a spoon again with a charming smile. Looks like she's not moving until I relent. If I have to,
ありがとうたんと食べ
Ramen crackles and pops the moment the spoon enters my mouth. Almost immediately after, the synthetic sweetness overwhelms my taste buds and wipes out all other flavors. Too
美
sweet!
味しくなかった
It's good if you like sweet things, plus it pops in your mouth. Reminds me of the Pop Rocks I got beside me. Except they're sour Pop Rocks.
へえ面白そう僕も食べてみようっと
Okayu uses the same spoon that was just inside my mouth and eats some of the candy. She does so without an ounce of
あ
hesitation.
ら本当だ口の中がシュワシュワする
Indirect kiss.
不思議な食感ちょっと癖になりそうってどうしたのじっと見て
Oh, it's nothing. Realizing I'm the only one concerned about the indirect kiss, I suddenly feel embarrassed. Kaya tilts her head after I abruptly break eye contact with her.
なんか気になる反応だなあ、なるほどまだ食べたかったんだね口にあったならちゃんと言えばいいのに独り占めなんてしないよはい
Kaya offers me the candy once again. The spoon is, of course, the one that Okayu just had in her mouth. Hey, is this really okay?
何が
Okayu stares at me blankly, unaware what I'm referring
も
to.
しかして僕の食べる量が減るんじゃないかって気にしてる安心してよ僕ってそんなに食い意地張ってないからさささどうぞどうぞ
Realizing that I'm just being ridiculous now, I open my mouth obediently.
はいどうぞ
Substance into my mouth with the exact same taste as before. As I chew through the thickness, Okayu slides up to me.
関節キスだね
Yep, there it is.
意識してるのバレバレだからちょっといたずらしてみたんだどうドキドキした
Okayu grin spread across her face, fully satisfied with her prank. I, on the other hand, am completely thrown off guard and can't muster a single
いい
word.
反応だね僕も我慢した甲斐があったよ
Shh. Power through it. You hated the indirect kiss that much.
違う違う最初君と関節キスしちゃった時に動揺しないように我慢してたんだよ僕だけがドキドキするのは不平等だ君もドキドキさせてみせるってねだからわざと気づかないふりをして君を惑わせたんだおかげで作戦は大成功いやーよかったよかった
Ay, ay, ay. Question occurred to me as I watched Okayu nod in satisfaction. So that means you were hung up over having an indirect kiss with me too.
あまあそんなこともなくはないというか
Unprepared for my counterattack, Okayu struggles to form a coherent thought. Smile creeps across my face at complete reversal of her total confidence moment earlier.
ニヤニヤしないでよ性格悪いなそんな意地悪言うなら全部食べちゃうからもぐもぐもぐもぐ
There's the mogu, 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 mogu. Okayu eats the candy while pouting. Watch Okayu as she chews, feeling refreshed thanks to the rare reaction she showed me.
ふう食べた 量は少ないのに意外とお腹が膨れるものだね。それに口の中がまだシュワシュワするよ。
In the end, Okayu ate almost all the DIY candy by herself. As a result, I can smell the sweet fragrance coming from both her and the trash bag she's holding. Can you take the trash with you so we can throw it out at home? Don't want a teacher finding about this.
もちろんさ。全部僕に任せて。
Okayu in such a good mood that she could start skipping at any moment. Peaceful moments instantly shattered, however, by the arrival of a buzzing noise.
うわー、虫キモい
Shh.
虫はダメなんだって。きつい、無理無理。
And yet my cat eats palmetto bugs. Okayu spins in circles trying to swat them away. Unfortunately, the bugs continue chasing her with dog persistence.
キモい、キモすぎる。しつこすぎ。いやー、もう。
It's because the candy. Never seen Okayu panic like this before. She must really hate bugs. Come to think of it, they were chasing her even when she was a cat. Are insects just naturally attracted to her?
ちょっと見てないで助けてよ。
I nodded frankly with my hands to shoo away the bugs, but they don't stray an inch from Okayu. It's almost like they're being drawn to something.
もうマジで最低。臭いし汚いしキモい。
I want to say I don't smell anything, but this isn't the place to correct her. Though I wonder why these bugs are so fixated on. As I rack my brain, I finally notice the bag in her hand. Maybe they're going after the trash bag. It's filled with sugar powder.
そうか。じゃあパス。
Okayu shoves the trash bag into my hand before hiding behind me.
僕にいいところ見せるチャンスだよ。さあ頑張って。
What's there to root for? I deftly tie the opening the bag into a tight knot so the smell of the sugar doesn't leak out. Look, just stop the smell. The bugs will probably go away soon enough. Just like I said, the bugs begin to leave the area after a few moments.
おお。なるほど。さすがだね。頼りになるよ。
The solution was beyond obvious, but I guess she's just too flustered to think straight. It was honestly nothing.
僕はすっごく助かっちゃったよ。君がいなかったら多分もっと慌ててたと思うし、ひどいことになってたよ。
うん。
だからありがとう。
And no problem. Because we were always joking around with each other, I'm a little embarrassed to be thanked so sincerely. Strange mix of delight and discomfort courses through me. Found myself unable to maintain eye contact with
照
Okayu.
れないでよ。僕は真剣にお礼を言ってるんだから。
Can't help it when you're acting so out of character. It's making things awkward.
僕だって恩知らずじゃないんだよ。ちゃんと感謝してるのに。どうしたら僕が本気だって分かってくれるかな。
Kaya pauses to think for a bit before suddenly clapping her
よ
hands.
し。じゃあ今日の夜いいことしてあげよう。何をするかは秘密だよ。楽しみにしてて。じゃあ僕は一旦家に帰るから。またね。
Kaya heads off, her good mood completely restored as if the bug incident had never happened. Glad she's not letting it get to her. A smile suits her much better. That being said, at least take this home with you. I ended up attending afternoon class with a bag of garbage hidden in my backpack. Of course she didn't take the garbage with her. After eating dinner, I was relaxing in the living room. Suddenly, Okayu calls out to me with a grin on her face.
さあそろそろいいことしよっか。
No, because it won't be fun for me.
なんでだよ。せっかく女の子が勇気振り絞ってるのに。
Take a close look at yourself in the mirror and think very carefully about why I've come to that conclusion.
僕って結構胸大きいよね。
That's not what I was referring to. The way she takes any situation turns it into one where she teases me is exactly what I was referring
大
to.
丈夫大丈夫。今日は純粋に
君を癒したいと思ってるんだ。いたずらはしないよ。約束する。
Bullshit. The fact that she stated her intentions so clearly probably means she's honestly wants to help me relax. I should take her at her word. Okay, fine. Don't do anything
任せて。
crazy.
いっぱい気持ちよくしてあげるから。
With a massage or something, right?
どうだろうね。はい、1名様ご案内。
Okayu slips behind me and starts pushing me forward. Destination seems to be her bed. While kicking myself for trusting Okayu, I allow her to push me into her room. Oh no. Okayu then sits down on the cushion at the center of the room. While in a set-up position, she starts patting her thighs. So she's sitting on her legs is what it is.
どうぞ。この上に頭を乗せて。
A lap pillow? You let me use your lap as a pillow.
惜しい。正解はこれだよ。
Ear cleaning. It's what I'm going to guess. Okayu shows me an ear pick. Yep.
人に耳かきされるとすっごく気持ちいいらしいね。
Not really.
あんまりしてもらう機会ないだろうし、僕がやってあげるよ。
A chance like this doesn't come around every day, so it's a tempting offer. I nod at her, my curiosity
決
piqued.
まりだね。あとは僕に任せて。君のこといっぱい癒してあげる。
Facing sideways, I rest my head on top of Okayu's lap. Fearing that it might be too heavy, I tense up my neck so the full weight of my head isn't on her lap.
ほーら、ダメじゃないか。もっとリラックスしなきゃ。肩に力が入ってると僕もやりづらいよ。
Think I might be too heavy for you.
大丈夫。足がしびれたらちゃんと言うから。君は何も心配せず、全部僕に任せてよ。
Hearing Okayu's words, I stretch and ease the tension from my shoulders. My ears press against her thighs, and her above average body temperature warms me up.
このぐらいの重さなら平気そう。じゃあ始めるよ。リラックスリラックス。
Are we about to get an ASMR in this? Okayu tenderly pinches my ear and pulls it carefully. The sensation of having my ear inspected leaves it feeling a little ticklish.
おお、意外と汚れてるね。掃除のしがいがありそうだよ。まずは手前からきれいにしていくから動かないでね。
I feel something slowly enter my ear. Because it's a sensation I'm not used to, my whole body suddenly begins to tremble.
はーい、リラックスリラックス。痛くはしないから安心してね。よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。
The ear pick brushes against my ear canal. Thanks to her gentle and steady hand, I begin to relax.
君の耳の形、なかなか掃除のしがいがあるね。曲がりくねっててレースゲームのコースみたい。もうちょっと覗き込まないと奥まで見えないかな。よいしょっと。
Kaya bends forward to look inside my ear. Her face naturally comes closer to mine, and I can feel her breath caressing my cheek.
よく見えるようになった。奥まで掃除するから痛かったらすぐに行ってね。よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。
The ear pick enters farther than it had before. Feel a momentary surge of fear, but my trust in Okayu wins out. I try my best to breathe in a steady rhythm and avoid unnecessary body movements.
あった、大物発見。慎重に慎重に、そーっとそーっと。よし、取れた。だいぶすっきりしたんじゃないかな。あとは細かいのを取って、よいしょよ よいしょ。よし、こっちの耳はいいかな。反対側もやってみよっか。
To let you do my other ear, I have to flip around and face your stomach. Are you cool with that?
もちろん、服を着てるから全然気にならないよ。
Then I'll take you up on that offer. I hesitate to flip my body over and attempt to regain control of my breathing.
ではでは、こっち側もきれいにするね。どれどれ。わあ、やっぱり結構汚れてる。また手前からきれいにしていくね。よいしょ。楽しいぐらい取れるよ。耳掃除、ちょっと楽しくなってきたかも。君さえ良ければまたさせてくれる？
Sure, just let me know when you're in the mood.
うん。なんだかゲームみたいで面白いんだ。新しい趣味を見つけたって感じ。もうちょっと奥まで行くよ。じっとしててね。
Kai's face approaches my ear, allowing me to clearly hear her every breath. I hold fast against the urge to make any sudden movements and await the end of the ear
ちょ
cleaning
っと
session.
耳の壁を引っかくよ。痛かったら言ってね。優しく、優しく。カリカリ、カリカリ。お客さん、気持ちいいですか？
Good, the best. I no longer have the strength to make snarky comments and am left powerless by her technique. All tension leaves my shoulders and I consciously start taking deep, measured breaths.
ちょっとくすぐったいよ。
Because we're facing her stomach. Uh-oh, my bad. Kaya's stomach is directly in front of me, which means she can feel me breathing on her. I start feeling embarrassed about our situation when a cheerful voice descends from above.
怒ってないよ。ため息つくぐらい気持ちよかったんだろうし。でも、思い切り息を吸うのはなしだよ。さすがに恥ずかしい。
Got it. So this is a great chance to tease her. She is going out of her way to clean my ears. I decide against payback for now. Besides, I want this moment to last even a minute longer.
じゃあ続けるからね。こいしょ、こいしょ。こいこいしょ。お、塊が取れたよ。動かないでね。そーっと、そーっと。あと、もうちょっとで。よし、取れた。大変だった。ボスの討伐成功ってところかな。あとは細かい部分を綿棒で拭ってよっと。終わり。もう起き上がっていいよ。
I slowly and reluctantly bring myself to sit up
どう
straight.
だった？すっきりした？
Yeah, thanks so much. Felt my consciousness slip away from me halfway through the session, but I do feel like I can hear more clearly now. On top of that, I feel incredibly relaxed. I can see myself becoming a repeat
よかっ
customer.
た。少しは恩返しできたみたいだね。
What? That was your reason for doing this? Can't believe chasing off some bugs warrants such an extravagant reward. You never know what's around the corner. You know you can be surprisingly thoughtful,
意
Okayu.
外とは失礼だな。ご飯とか止めてもらってる恩忘れたことはないよ。いつかちゃんと返したいなって思ってる。
It's really not a big deal, and you don't have to worry about paying me back. Thanks to Okayu, every day has been a blast. So much so that I feel like I'm the one who owes her a debt of gratitude. Do you want me to clean your ears next?
心遣いは嬉しいけど遠慮しておくよ。僕って耳がすっごく敏感だから触られたら変な声が出ちゃうんだ。
Is that so? Wicked smile creeps onto my face as I step closer to Okayu.
ね、 もしかして興味持っちゃった？
Yep, I can't always be the victim here. A little payback would be nice.
そんなこと言っていいのかな。僕だって君の弱点を知ってるんだよ。もし耳を触ったら倍返ししちゃうぞ。
Bring it on, I'll return the favor 1,000-fold. In the grand scheme of things, Okayu knowing my weakness in our endless payback loop doesn't amount to much. What matters is that we get along with each other well enough to entertain such a dumb conversation in the first place.
いつになく強気だね。でもちょっとエッチな展開になったらすぐに顔真っ赤になっちゃうの知ってるよ。
You coward.
僕に勝とうなんて100年早いよ。
Today, Okayu's smile was the brightest I've ever seen it. I know in my heart that I can't win against her, yet I'm entirely at peace with it. Keep pinging away, game. Thanks for making me lunch again. It was delicious, especially the patafu.
どういたしまして。でも作り方は簡単だよ。野菜切ってベーコン切って水入れて煮込む。味付けは全部コンソメにお任せ。楽ちん楽ちん。
No need to be so humble. I'm happy to have someone preparing food for me all. At all. I don't really do anything special when I cook for myself. No point in going all out when I'm the only one eating.
わかる。適当でいいやってなるよね。
Okayu puts away the lunchbox and thermos as she
そ
talks.
れにしても暑いね。学校来るだけで汗かいちゃうよ。
Covered in seat. I think you meant sweat there, people.
今度のお弁当はそうめんでも持ってくる？
Really, you're gonna talk about bringing somen? Okay. I can already see it. An unappetizing clump of slimy noodles. Rejected. Despite my refusal, I would like to do something to combat the heat. Right. Why don't we go to the pool? Before I can finish my thought, a recent event comes to mind. Wait, never mind. You must not like pools, my bad.
どうして？
I mean, you were pretty scared of the bathtub. I can't imagine a pool being any better. The memory of what happened that first night replays in my mind. I was pretty bummed out when you up and left after saying you'd wash my back. I figure since you're a cat, hating water is only natural.
よく覚えてるね。でもこの時期のプールって混んでないかな？
Of course.
人混みはちょっと。でもプールは行きたい行きたい行きたい。
Are you a little kid or something? Kyle clings to my right arm the moment I facepalm.
ねえ、どこかいい場所ないの？僕もう水嫌いは克服したからさ。むしろ水が嫌いだったら料理もお皿洗いもできないでしょ。なのにちゃんとお手伝いしてるじゃん。つまり本当に水は平気になったってこと。ねえねえ、信じてよ。
Alright, I got it. Stop clinging to me. First, we pry Okayu off my arm while racking my brain on how to fulfill her request. But still, finding an empty pool around here at this time of year is probably much
そう
impossible.
いえばこの学校にもプールはあるよね。借りられないの？
We can't. Our pool isn't open to the public. Only the swim team's allowed
じゃあ
access.
水泳部が使ってない時にこっそり忍び込めばいいんだ。
You're joking, right? Okayu tilts her head in response to my
なんで
serious
こ
question.
の場面で冗談を言うの？
You were actually being serious. Do you know what will happen to us if we get
見つ
caught?
からないように夜中に忍び込めばいいのさ。
A night swim. Of course. Talk about a night swim. And when the security guard finds
ダッ
us?
シュで逃げろ
So basically, you have no plan. In spite of the deep furrow forming on my brow, Okayu is all smiles. Okay, YouTube, I'm going to end this session here because I'm going to jump to our next game for the stream. But I do hope you all enjoy. We will see what happens with the possible night swim in our next session. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. Keep playing on. See yas. No, those on the stream, I'm not ending it. Don't worry. Let's see if I have this here. Where do I have it? There it is. Which one was it though? Because technically it's both of them. There. Let's change this over to this. Wait. I know what it is. There, we'll change over to just chain for right now.